everybody. I'm someone who lives down in New Zealand. It's the southern hemisphere, and I posted up this YouTube video because I'm just wanting to get sort of any feedback or from people watching in regards to growing frangipanis in non-tropical climates. New Zealand is down from Australia, and we're opposite seasons from northern hemisphere countries, so it's late October, and we're just going into summer, which hits in December. Our cold temperature, I'm up in Auckland, which is the top part of New Zealand, not as cold as the bottom part of New Zealand, but our winters can drop under 10 degrees Celsius or under the 50s Fahrenheit, and so we don't have tropical climates, and we have issues in regards to frost and things like that. So you can see my frangipanis here, and I've got two on that side and then one on that other side. We're actually going into summer, so the frangipanis are just coming out of dormancy, and really excited about it. You can see the leaves growing out. This one is this is one of my bigger frangipanis, and it's sort of got more of a peachy kind of yellow flower, and each tip is doing really well, like it's growing leaves, and I'm really excited. Even this small little one here, I did actually keep them outside during winter, and it was right that they were where they're standing is where they were throughout winter. We did have temperatures drop under 15 Fahrenheit or under the 10 Celsius. So hi son. And unfortunately, because I've got a little baby, I'm just manoeuvring these around and trying to get these sorted. I should have put this one closer to the wall to keep it away from frost, but unfortunately for this is the normal sort of yellow white frangipani, and I had to, just when it was getting warmer, I did actually have to cut the tips off because they had rotted, which is really, really sad. So I'm just really hoping, I've got some of the tips coming up with leaves and things like that, which I'm really excited. Like this one has just pulled out today, and I'm really excited about it coming out of dormancy. And I'm just hoping for these tips. I did try and do them on a slant, like cut them on a slant, just so that any liquid wouldn't sit on top of them and it would drip off. But yeah, I'm just really hoping that some branches will come out of some of these sides, so that I don't actually lose any of these ends of branches for flowering at any stage. So yeah, that was pretty sad just to have to chop those off, but I'm really hoping that somehow they'll push through some more branches. But there might be people out there that are more clued up about how, or if that happens. There's really not much stuff on YouTube in regards to growing frangipani plants in non-tropical environments, so that's why, one of the reasons why I wanted to just sort of really post up some videos, because I'm really wanting some help. I'm by no way an expert, but I'm just a person who loves frangipanis. I'm actually from the Pacific, and it reminds me of being from home, even though I was born in New Zealand. But culturally, we make we call them flowers, but we make the headpieces out of the flowers, so that's why I'm wanting to grow a lot of them, so that I can make them when we have our cultural dances and stuff like that. I'll just take you over to, come on son, I'll take you over to my other plants. So that one, the one that I had just left was the yellow, the typical yellow and white flower, and I had a lot of flowers from that one. This one also had the same issue. See, there's a bit of rock there and I had to chop that off, and here again. But here, this one's growing out some flowers. I thought I'd leave this one. It sort of dried off quite at the end, but I just thought I won't chop that one off and cut that, because I just thought maybe by some miracle some leaves would come out of that end, which sort of did rot off. I'm really excited because these flowers, leaves growing out of this, and this one an inflow's coming out, so I'm really excited about that. Already there's an inflow coming out, and these ones did really well actually on the end, so I've got all those doing so well. But I'm wondering if that's because it was right next to the house, so that they were protected better from the frost. I really got to find a plan to ensure that next winter that doesn't happen. And then I've got that too that rotted off, so I'm a bit sad about that. Just to let you know, I'm a bit of a cheat, because we just sort of started our landscaping project, and the reason why, and no, I did not grow these from scratch. I actually started buying Frangipani plants, and so really just this last winter, which was July, New Zealand, is when I had these plants. I bought them last summer, December 2017, and so it's been the first winter that I've had them, and I'm really trying to, that's why I'm sort of trialing. So this winter that's just gone by, I really do have to maybe take them inside when they go into dormancy, because that's sort of what's happened. This Frangipani tree is sort of the pinky white yellow one, so I'm really excited about that. They have a lot of flowers coming off there as well. And then this one also had problems with this as well in regards to frostbite. Like these three did really, really well, these three leaves. Anyone can tell me what this thing is on I have tried to Google and all that kind of stuff, see what this is on the stem. Yeah, that'll help. There was a snip that was taken off that by the woman I bought this off, so that wasn't a rot, but she wanted something to repot so she could have the memory of her plant. And then I've got these two as well. This one, there was a rot there as well, and I had to chop it down, and I chopped it down sort of end of September. And what I found is then the rest of this stem rotted out again too, so then I had to chop it again, and I'm a bit sad now because now the root of it is really died right to the core, and I understand from watching videos that if you do cut sort of around this area that you won't get another branch, and if you're wanting branches to be growing out of a certain stalk, you'd cut it sort of further up, but it's sort of a lost opportunity, and a bit sad about that. This also rotted at the end, but I thought I'd just sort of leave it and see if anything's going to grow out of that. I have seen on that branch that there is leaves coming out of that, so I'm sort of happy about this. That leaf there, that actually has been there since, it's the only leaf that didn't actually fall off over winter, but what I noticed is it went down to sort of yellow, but now that the sun's hit, it's gone down into more of a greener colour, and this particular tree is a red Frangipani flower, so I haven't actually seen one, but I'm really excited to see it. This one here is a cutting that I got as well. I can't remember if this is the one with the sort of blue, more of a lighter dark pink flower with more not rounder petals, but slimmer type ones. So I don't have the names for these particular ones. But I've got a lot of work to do. You can just sort of see the pot is actually full of weeds and things like that. And I'm wanting to, because we're going into summer, I'm going to de-weed that, start watering and put some fertilizer in just to boost the blooming and growth period of that. So that's a bit about my Frangipanis here in New Zealand. We do have a lot. I do sort of see when I'm driving around very few Frangipani trees around, and I'm just always my eyes. So it's once I see them in the neighbourhood or wherever I drive around in New Zealand, I'm always re-looking at it if I'm driving past a home, and it's just to sort of see how they're growing. But my auntie, who has a lot of, has really